My opening remarks may surprise you, as the marble I wish to highlight is not Crimson Lady, but Panda. Panda, as I dub the marble who was not meant to compete, was lucky enough to be a part of the Championship League this season, as the officials decided that even though only 6 Challenger League marbles were meant to move on, Panda in 7th was so close in skill to those 6, and all the marbles below were so far in skill from that top 7 that they let him compete as well. That turned the tryouts into only 2 open spots instead of 3 for the Championship League. And now I am honored to welcome Panda, as well as every other marble, to the Championship League. Hey everybody, I'm Brendan, and I'm happy to be here with you today as we kick off Season 3 of the Racing Marble League. Blue Falcon and Swirly, the first 2 marbles on the screen, the 2 rookies coming out of the tryouts and making their first look ever in the Championship League here in Season 3 on the Enduro Ridge Race Circuit. We'll get some benchmark times here as they come around those Mueller Corners. Swirly with a 30.25 and Blue Falcon coming up just behind with a 32.87. And we get those fastest time, slowest time sector-wise down in the left corner of your screen, and the logo of the provisional pole finisher there as well. This will be quite a fun time trials, as we have quite an exciting course. Look at these track details. We have 6 banked corners, 1 banked hairpin, 6 standard corners, 2 lane corners, long wide straight you see down the highway there, as we call it, the glass section, which is very slippery for marbles, especially ones made out of glass. I think we're going to get another time there, 32.02, and Fleur de Lys coming up 33 now. We also have the big marble booster back in all of its glory, and the average lap time coming in at about 34. So already marbles in the Championship League undercutting that average time. And our race length today will be 17 laps, a long one. And after that list of features that I just read, it's going to be quite the race for these marbles. See, that banked hairpin looks in sync for both of these marbles, who struggled to be fast out of it. And here comes the Mueller Corner, and we got an outside line and a middle line. And look at the speed coming out of Fury there. And that's a 31.7. And he'll slide into 2nd place, but it's Swirly. Rookie from the tryouts, already putting up quite the performance, a full 2nd or more above even 2nd place so far. And that's great to see. Look at these marbles here, Wild Canuck and Skunk. Also kind of leaning towards the right side of the highway as they come down. They need to try to get to the middle. We have some banked corners there as well. A little bit of a dance, as we talked about in the tryouts. And again, slow out of the banked hairpin. And here come down the glass section. Look pretty good for Skunk, who's going to speed up here and get ahead of Wild Canuck. You can see that distance between the two, 31.17 to now a 32.69. And Blue Falcon drops lower and lower. Sinatra and Blizzard, a lot of familiar faces coming up here. These are the best of the best. These are the marbles that deserve to be in the Championship League. Coming strong out of the Challenger League. Coming strong out of last season, those top 12 who get to stay. And already, we're seeing just some exceptionally fast racing. All marbles at this point have been below the average lap time for this course. That's amazing. We have a Sector 1 record for Sinatra, 1778, and he will still not get pole. A tough Sector 2. I think it was that banked hairpin once again. It's been hard. Octane, Serpent, Smart, and isn't it just nice to see these faces again? Serpent, Smart, Octane, and we can take a look at some of their, if you want to take a look at some of their past stats, you can actually go to the Racing Marbles website. He's got quite the scoreboard there for you, but Serpent Smart does have only 1 silver medal, finishing Champion Series from Season 2 overall in 5th. Tryouts actually took 16th, so not as good as you might expect. But, so, he's got a medal to his name, though. No pole positions ever. And, well, same can't be said for Polyonics, who actually has a bronze and a gold to go with his name, and 2 pole positions taken overall in his career so far. And what about Zero, who places actually just above Polyonics? in status here with 1 gold to his name. 0 is being, again, these are marbles who are kind of get lost in the middle of the championship pack, and it's good to see them come back again. I think this is going to be a new season. Marbles will be very, very active early on as they realize it's not necessarily a Crimson Lady taken season yet. And we have yet to see her. But for the time being, we just are in waiting. What about Panda? This is the story I'm excited to see build. The marble that was not supposed to be here by the normal rules set by Races and Fun. And he's out there. Out there, and sector 1 time, actually close to that record, only a 0.2 off. El Sol coming so fast down the glass section, and he's going to bounce off, though, and Panda might be able to get in front. It doesn't look like it. And El Sol, 31.83. Oh, look, do they tie? 31.83 all around the board. Panda, El Sol, 7 and 8. And they're going to be stuck in the mid-pack. Victoria's Secret, who really came out of the woodwork in the last season. Didn't seem like she was going to be a contender, but now look at her. Qualifying here, she's number 5 out of the 21 in the time trials for this one. And Goat, of course, being number 4. And Goat's stats are a little bit lacking compared to what you'd expect. Did place 2nd in the Champion Series in Season 1 and 11th in Season 2, but only has 1 bronze medal to his name. And no pole positions even as well, and only had 15th in the tryouts last season. So a marble who's consistently towards the top, but still needs to work on actually landing some medals. But here we see Swirly still at the top anyways, so even with these top contenders, it looks like Swirly's going to stand out early on. T-Bot and Rampage, meaning Crimson Lady will get to the screen to herself, which rightfully so, I said. Rampage will get stuck there on the embankment going high on top of that logo, but still looking pretty fast, much better than T-Bot. Rampage is the only marble who even tries to compare to Crimson Lady in stats. 2 golds, 2 silvers, 1 bronze. 2nd in the Champion Series last year, but 20th in tryouts. He certainly has come quite a long way. But no marble has competed with Swirly, but what about Crimson Lady? There she is in all her bright red glory, and double on Rampage's stats, who is the 2nd best racer right now in the Racing Marble League. 4 gold medals, 4 silver medals, 1 bronze medal, 4 pole positions, and that's 2 first place on both seasons. Here comes the time, of course, setting that Sector 1 record, coming across, not getting pole, but still within the top 3. And I think that's good enough for Marble, who again finds a way to set a record here in race 1. Crimson Lady will start in 3rd. Swirly will start in pole. Fleur-de-Lis in the 21st position. And after all that said, the lights will all turn on and we will get rolling here at the Enduro circuit. And heading around the first hairpin to the highway. Who's going to stretch out to an early lead? No one but Crimson Lady. Swirly dives to drive to the inside lane and just gets knocked back over and over. It's a dance there. El Sol also looking in there. Seems to be a similar color to Swirly, so really focus on those 2 marbles, try to tell them apart. I feel like you're going to see both of them at the top quite a bit. El Sol now to 2nd place in Swirly. They look like twins out there. Back to 3rd. Rampage running up there already towards the top. Fleur-de-Lis, who started in last place, to 16th. And still continuing to climb up. Now we're to 11th. Look at that. That's amazing. Go down to 21st, so that's not a good start. But what about our rookies? Blue Falcon, 19th place. Tough start for him, but we have a full season, so I wouldn't get too worried yet. But Swirly slowly slipping back. Even Crimson Lady starting to slip away as El Sol, who's also quite a daunting racer out there, is going to take that top 1 spot right now. If we want to talk about El Sol, who was 6th in the list for the time trials. He's got 1 silver medal. He finished in 4th overall in Season 2. 1 pole position achievement, of course, in last season. And as type, they list him as Sun type. So, kind of funny there. But El Sol, a marble to look out for, and a marble who, again, Doesn't have as much experience maybe as Crimson Lady, but still a smart racer. Tornado working up towards the top as well, now in 3rd place as Swirly still tries to maintain a top 5 position. Honestly, as a rookie like Swirly, I'd be happy with a top 5 finish, even a top 7, if he can manage that right now. El Sol starting to create distance even from Crimson Lady, who's stuck with Swirly there in a little bit of a battle. They were connected for a few lengths. And Crimson Lady tries to find distance. Tornado working back through the inside line of the Mueller Corner, and he's going to be on top through 2nd. And now a look towards El Sol. And Tornado looks to be pretty slow out of the marble booster, so still will be space to work with. Swirly also around Crimson Lady, who looks like she might be sweating a little bit. But still a lot of composure from the Red Marble. Red Marble knows that she has a lot of time to work back to the top, even if this race is not a win for her. Honestly, when you're talking about 5th and 4th place being a disappointment for Marble, you know that Marble is quite the racer. Outside line there, the Mueller Corner now gets hit back from Serpent Smart, and Crimson Lady's in danger of dropping out the top 5. El Sol and Swirly. Swirly coming right up, and El Sol down the highway. It's a collision, but not one that's going to help out Swirly. Goes for another collision, and contact is made, but Swirly can't seem to get around, dances through those banked corners, and comes out a little bit slow. Tornado now looking towards Swirly there, down by a length, and Crimson Lady coming in fast, outside line, slips away, knocks to Tornado, but nothing. And look at Octane there in 5th place, running with Crimson Lady now to 4th, and Serpent Smart, Rampage, Victoria's Secret, and Wild Canuck also looking there in the top 9. Blizzard and Florida Leauge just switched a bunch of places there. Panda down in 16th, so I was hoping for something a little stronger from him out of the gate, but there's still a lot of time. There's 17 laps, and this is quite a long course, so there's a lot of chance for marbles to move around. The only marble I really haven't seen making a valiant effort would be Goat, or maybe T-Bot, but I don't know what's going on with them. They're just kind of stuck back there. Even T-Bot is at least in the pack. Goat is just lagging behind a ton. Well, let's get back to the top here. We got El Sol, we got Swirly, still stratified by a few lengths. Octane has worked his way to 3rd. Crimson Lady is in danger of dropping out of the top 5 again. El Sol through that banked hairpin looked fast. Same with Swirly. Octane follows suit, and Tornado is closing that gap ever so slowly. They run over the logo there, lose some speed. Tornado through the outside, but can't make the pass. And through the Mueller Corner, picks up speed, runs up on Swirly, and it's close, but I think Swirly's gonna come out still in front. Tornado diving inside, trying to find that line. He can't seem to find the line, though. And Swirly's gonna run away there for a second and then come back to center. Tornado through those banked banked corners, sorry. Hairpin is a full 180 degrees. And Tornado running right up on Swirly again. Contact! Who's gonna come out in front? Still Swirly. What defensive racing in a high-pressure situation you still see from that rookie Marble. And just based on the relative time Racing Marble League has been active, Tornado is about double the time spent in this league as Swirly, so still, in Swirly's eyes, considered a veteran here. Crimson Lady running up there through 4th place, still struggling with Swirly, and it just can't seem to get out of that 4th place area. She's been kind of averaging there for the first half of this race, and we're just crossing into the second half as we head to lap 9. This is a reminder at this point in the video to join the Discord server. We have a lot of lore and excitement and passionate fans all discussed in the Discord server. A lot of chance to really get connected and integrated into this wonderful Racing Marbles League. You can talk to Bill, you can talk to me, you can talk to anyone else that, any marble owner that you would like to, and really, like I said, integrate into the league. Crimson Lady will get up to 2nd place through that little bit of, well, monologue, I'd say. But Swirly, oh, I think, no, that's El Sol. Again, very similar looking marbles, but it's El Sol back to 1st. Weaves through 3 marbles right in that last few seconds. And now Tornado is, who had the lead for a second at least, is still has some work to do. But again, I cannot stress enough, join the Discord server, get more connected here with the Racing Marble League, and this very exciting race will even be more meaningful. Soon enough, we might start a fantasy league if we have enough interest. Wouldn't that be fun to do that. Tornado, inside line in the Mueller corner. Well, middle line, but again, inside relative to the other marbles, and that is something we've seen very well from Tornado so far today. Just hitting the right lines in the Mueller corner. I think we have a problem there. Sinatra, I don't know where he came from, but he's in first place. I really thought there was a marble being lapped right there, but somehow Sinatra is your new leader. But again, as I was saying, Tornado has been very good in the Mueller corner. Here comes Crimson Lady, avoiding that logo section of the turn, and had second for a second, but battles with Tornado. Oh, there's a nudge, but it's a good nudge for Crimson Lady, and I really don't know how Sinatra's there right now. I missed him. I really missed him through all the commotion through the marbles we've been looking at. Swirly down to 6, Octane in 5th, El Sol in 4th. I mean, what's going on? Sinatra has quite the healthy lead here in lap 13. Panda down to 15th place. Rampage, second place in last season, is sitting about halfway through in 10th. Fleur de Lis from 21. Fleur de Lis? I really struggle with the pronunciation. Fleur de Lis up there in 8th place, worked up there from 21. What? That is amazing to see. And now to 7th place. It counts up as we move on. And here comes Crimson Lady on Tornado. And I don't even see where Sinatra is. He's off screen. There he is, coming around the hairpin. He might even overlap Goat at this point, who I saw flicker on the screen for a second. But it's a battle between Tornado and Crimson Lady. They knock through the glass section and inside line for Crimson Lady. And that's going to be space created. And now she has a shot at Sinatra. Can't be happy about that marble. Kind of taking that glory right now. And Goat's also going to become a factor here. You know how difficult it can be once overlapped marbles get into the fray in the top 3. And that's about to happen here as Sinatra continues to gain. Crimson Lady closing that lead to about 1. And, oh, they both go outside onto the logo. Can't stay inside. Crimson Lady comes right up on Sinatra. That is a collision, but not one that's going to be good. Now they're all a mess of marbles. Little meld of glass there as Goat gets into the mix. Tornado closing in while he has the chance to try to, turn things his direction. And they come down the inside line of that highway, and it's just a line. It's a line of marbles here. And the leader of that line being the last place marble currently. Crimson Lady, gets passed by Tornado, has a little bit of a hesitation down the straight there. All the speed kind of left him, and Tornado is your new leader by quite a bit here, and Sinatra coming right back out into a collision, and it's going to be the final lap, and we have 3 marbles all close together. Sinatra coming out in first place down the highway. It will be close. Crimson Lady is slow to get through the highway sector, and we'll have to start to pick it up here. Here we go. Sinatra up by a few lengths. Nudge from Tornado. Nudge from Tornado again. Here comes the hairpin turn. Goat still in the mix. Sinatra passes Goat. Here comes Tornado. Can't get around Goat. We've created space. Sinatra is nudged. And which marble's going to come down to the finish? It will be Sinatra. Tornado right behind, and Crimson Lady settling with 3rd. What a finish. Fleur de Lis, an impressive 8th, working from 21st. And as we go down the line, El Sol 4th, Octane 5th, Swirly a respectable 6th for a rookie, Fury 7th, Wild Canuck 11th there, Blizzard in 10th, Blue Falcon down to 17th, Polyonyx an unfortunate 19th, and what 2 marbles will come around for the final 2 spaces, and that will be T-Bot, and that will be Goat coming in last. What a mess at the end in that final lap, but it comes out not as necessarily expected. Sinatra, who started quite low, is going to finish first place. He came out of nowhere about lap 13, and he closed the door on this one very well. We might have a new emerging marble. Of course, Tornado and Crimson Lady being 2 of the top racers. Kind of expected to see them up there. But what an amazing finish. 26 points for Sinatra. Crimson Lady working with 22, all the way down to 1 there with Goat. And that will wrap things up for today's race. You can see a list there of all the owners of the marbles at hand, some with even a couple in there. And we thank those people for submitting marbles, and we thank Bill and the team there at Racing Marbles for bringing this production to us. Do not forget to subscribe so we can continue to bring more and more content, and we will see you next time for Race 2 as we roll further into the Championship League here on the Racing Marble League.